Have you ever talked to a crazy person before? I know I have not. I'm gonna be honest. The moment I see a weird person, I'm instantly gone. You got me messed up if you think I'm gonna be around a crazy person. But I say that because this YouTuber who goes by the name of Professor X, he accidentally ran into the craziest girl on Roblox. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I done seen a lot of crazy people in my time. I've never talked to them. I look at it from a distance. The moment I see people doing crazy stuff, I instantly disappear. You know, Houdini, I'm a ghost. However, he accidentally ran into the craziest girl. So, yeah. Anyways, if you're new here, leave a like and subscribe to join the Supreme team. And let's just watch this because what do you mean you accidentally ran into the craziest girl?
These are just a few of the messages I would receive.
Whoa. Turn up the volume. Wait, whoa. What do you mean? Hold on. My bad for pausing instantly, but like, hold on. You gonna get in trouble, boy? Hold on. That sounded a little dangerous the way she said boy. But no, you had me believing you really wanted to be my friend. That is why I'm upset, because you lied. So if you post that video, you will get in trouble and I will make sure of it. I promise you will get in big trouble. Yo, this is so weird. This is all in the span of like a few minutes.
Roblox with this girl. And never in my life have I ever dealt with confrontation like this online, so I had to make a video addressing this. This is how I accidentally ran into the craziest girl on Roblox. So it all started when I hopped on Roblox Neighbors to record another video. I wanted to make a sequel to I Can't Stop Playing Roblox Until I Get a Girlfriend because that video did pretty well for my channel. And if you guys haven't watched that video already, go ahead and check it out. Anyways, I would spend the first hour getting rejected by every girl.
Hold on. Wait, I was just watching a video and then I just realized, what do you mean you're playing Roblox until you get a girlfriend? What the freak? Pause. Can we just take that back a little bit? Yo, like, what did you just say, my guy? I cannot stop playing Roblox until I get a girlfriend. What? Okay, you know, let's keep watching.
Girlfriend, because that video did pretty well for my channel. And if you guys haven't watched that video already, go ahead and check it out. Anyways, I would spend the first hour getting rejected by every girl that I met until I would finally run into the girl. Now, whenever you match with someone in Neighbors, their bio attached to their profile will automatically pop up. And I saw that in her bio, it said 18. And I wanted to clarify if that was her actual age, so I would ask her, how old are you? In which she would respond by saying, read my bio. So I saw this as a green light and immediately started getting to know her.
Dude, I don't know, bro. If you ask someone how old they are and they say read my bio, I mean, it depends on how she said it, you know what I'm saying? But okay, wait, okay. Is he gonna show who the girl is?
We would talk in the game for around 10 minutes until I would eventually ask for her Discord. We would join a call together, and from there on, we would spend the next 3 hours playing random games on Roblox. We would even face reveal to each other by sending photos of ourselves. Now, of course, with me being a faceless channel, I did delete my photos within like 2 minutes because I didn't want to risk my photos being exposed on the internet. And I say this now because it's important later.
What? Wait. So was this all in the span of like within a few hours, or like how long has he? Okay. Let me just keep watching.
Was going well, and she seemed like a really cool girl. And that was when I would eventually pop the question, will you be my girlfriend? And
what the frick? Okay, you know what? I'm pausing a lot, but so far, are you sure she's the crazy girl? Like the crazy person? Are you sure you're not the crazy one, my guy? We're only a minute in, all right? But okay, let's just keep watching.
See, she was a little bit hesitant at first, but I would then do my best to convince her that it's just a silly little thing and it's not that serious. And she would then say, okay, fine. It wasn't a genuine yes, and I tried asking her to say it like she meant it, but she refused and wanted to know what was going on. And so at this point, I'm thinking to myself that there's no point in dragging this on anymore, and I would just consider this a win. So I then told her I was recording a YouTube video the whole time and showed her my channel. And after that, it was radio silent. Now, at first I thought it had something to do with her internet, so I would then say stuff like, yo, you there? Have you checked out the channel? And then she just leaves the call. And this was where everything would start to go downhill. I would immediately message her asking, why did you leave? In which she would respond by saying, you stupid bruh, what do you mean, why did I leave? And then she would proceed to make fun of my height. And so at this point, I'm thinking to myself, oh, okay, she's not upset, she just probably got caught off guard.
Dude, okay, if you think about it, right? She left after you told her you've been recording for the last 3 hours, bro. The last 3 hours of y'all playing Roblox together, and you asking her to be your girlfriend. After all that, then you say, yeah, I was recording, by the way. And y'all face revealed. So I can understand how so far okay, we're still going, we're still watching it, but from what it sounds like so far, I can understand why you know, upset. Okay, you know, like, do I at least have your permission to put your face in the video? Dog, what? He doesn't even want to show his face though. Am I tripping? Okay, let's keep watching.
I would then ask her if I had her permission to put her face in the video, in which obviously she would say no, but then would say, I don't even want to be in the video. She then expresses her concern that her face is in her profile picture, in which I would reply by saying, I can blur your PFP. And she would message back saying, you gon' get in trouble, boy. Find a new garden hoe. Which, first of all, boy is crazy. Second, I don't know what she's yapping about saying I'm gonna get in trouble, but this then made me realize that this is not a joking matter anymore and that this girl was actually upset. So I figured there was no point in trying to negotiate with her, and I just told her that the video is gonna be up either.
What? What do you mean? Okay. Well, okay. Okay, are you sure? Am I tripping? Wait. Are you sure she's the crazy one? Am I tweaking? Yeah, I can't lie. I think she thought you were, I think she thought you weren't really gonna be her boyfriend after saying it was for a video and that the whole interaction was for a video and not for her. I mean, that makes sense. Am I wrong for like, I feel like I'm wrong right now. Like, this video should have gotten more attention. People like her shouldn't have lied about her. Oh, spoilers. So far though, I'm only 2 minutes in. From what I'm seeing, it seems like he's in the wrong. Imagine you meet someone on Roblox, right? And then you hang out with them all throughout Roblox. You know, you play games with them and stuff like that. They don't know you're a YouTuber, by the way. But like, you play Roblox with them for like hours, 3 hours. And then you ask them, yo, want to be in a relationship? Want to be my girlfriend? And then you face reveal, you show your face, and then they show their face, and then next thing you know, you tell them, yo, by the way, I was recording this whole thing. And then when you ask them, do I have permission to show your face, and you say no, but then you be like, yeah, I'm still gonna put it up, but I'm blurring you out. I'm not gonna lie, I can understand why why that girl is tweaking out so far. So far, this video is just straight up crazy right now. Let's keep going.
Because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I upload twice a week and these videos take a very long time to edit. So I was not about to sit there and waste a quarter of my day recording footage that I wasn't even gonna use. But
like, bro, you should have told her you were recording though. Like, okay, I think like if at first when he met her, he was like, yo, I'm a YouTuber, I'm recording, then she probably would have either skipped or she would have played along, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been a good video. But so far, am I wrong for thinking that he's like in the wrong for like not telling her that he was recording at the start? Am I tripping?
So she would drop a bombshell of a message, even if I'm a minor, question mark. So immediately I thought in my head one of two things. Either this girl is bluffing so she can stop me from posting the video, or she was actually lying to me about her age the whole time. Either way, it made the situation a lot more serious, so I told her to rejoin the call so we can discuss it, and she would say no. And again, if she wasn't upset about the situation, I really don't understand why she wouldn't want to rejoin the call. So I would ask her, are you actually mad? And she would respond by saying, no, you're just stupid. Which I don't know about y'all, but in my experience, the phrase, no, you're just stupid, usually comes from an angry person. And she would then tell me to make different content. We would then go back and forth about how she was telling me that my content was stupid, and I would tell her that it's not cool to make fun of someone's job, and it's definitely not cool to lie about your age. She would then try to play victim by saying I had her believing that I really wanted to be her friend, and then finally admitted that she was upset, and then said, because you lied.
What?
Now let's break this down for a second. First of all, before I found out that you were lying to me about your age, I wanted to still be your friend. It's not like when I pressed record, all of a sudden everything that we say to each other means nothing. I was actually trying to get to know you, and it just so happened to be on camera. And second of all, I literally lied about nothing. Just because you weren't aware that I was recording doesn't mean I was lying to you about anything, especially considering the fact that
Yo, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Told you at the end anyway. You, on the other hand, actually lied to me about your age when you told me that you were 18. She would also say that I recorded her without her permission, which is very interesting to me because if we go down a few more messages, this is also her saying, and I have your photos, so stop. Now this very well could be a bluff, but in the case that it isn't, I deleted those photos within 2 minutes after I sent them to her, which means she downloaded them way before I told her I was recording. And I would even ask her after deleting them, hey, you didn't download those photos, did you? And she would say no, which means you either downloaded them because you had bad intent, or you're just straight up weirdo. Now, I understand that there are extensions that you can download for Discord where you could see messages even after you've deleted them, and while I doubt that she has this, it still doesn't change the fact that she has my photos without my permission. So she has no right to use "I recorded her without her permission" as a talking point. So at this point, the idea of uploading a video with her in it was completely out the window. So I told her what I was gonna do instead, which is to make the video that you guys are watching right now. And she would respond by saying fine, which even if she wasn't fine with it, I was gonna do it anyway. So she would then try to play victim again by saying stuff like I used her, which again, bro, I'm just trying to do my job. If you want to look at me record
let me see these comments again, bro. Let me see these comments. Hold on. Let me see. You recorded a minor also isn't a good talking point because y'all got in a call. It was on Roblox, which isn't your real person. So without permission, dog, you legit send photos to her. That means you gave her permission indirectly. I want to share my view on this. I'm going to quote the comment, music all day to save some time. Dang, okay, so both of you are in the wrong. The dude is wrong because the girl was playing games with him thinking she was building a genuine friendship, which is why she probably lied about her age because nobody would play with her given that she's a minor. The dude was in fact using her for content. On the other hand, the girl was lying about her age, which is a major problem and something you should never do, especially when it has ended careers and even lives, which could have happened to him. He doesn't deserve it either way he doesn't deserve it either because he was under the impression that the girl was at the age of consent the entire time. If not, they wouldn't have played together at all. That is very true. So far, both of them are wrong, in the wrong. Okay, so I mean, ultimately, okay, both of them are in the wrong. I completely agree. I understand the fact that he has uploaded the video despite the fact that this is just completely ruining her self-esteem because he had to expose that she lied to potentially avoid her sparking a drama about him engaging in romantic relationships with a minor and canceling him. What I do not agree on with his actions though is that he did not say a single word about his wrongdoings. Neither did he apologize to her in the video or something. He straight up decided to blame her for the whole thing, but we know that he is just as bad as her. Greedy content farming is all he was looking for, even with this video. He uses words as crazy in the title. Meanwhile, the girl in question was not even crazy. Her reactions are understandable considering how betrayed she must have felt when she got to know that he made her become mentally vulnerable. Dang, with him putting the words like this, it does sound a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Deceiving her into thinking that it's a genuine relationship just for the sake of content farming. This is completely wrong from him as well. Professor, that's his name. If you weren't a greedy person, you wouldn't go out of your way to make people vulnerable and recording them without consent just for fame. The reason this raises privacy concerns is because this is not this stranger just so happened to be in my video. No, this is you making the person feel like you want a genuine relationship, which would indeed demand a higher level of privacy. Dang. Bro, dude, this guy is like going all out with the comment though, but like, is he really wrong though for saying that? I think that it's obvious to everyone who has basic emotional intelligence. In short, you manipulated her and so did she. Okay, so they both, yeah, you are both in the wrong. When you mentioned that you were going to post a video anyways, despite her disagreeing, she went into defense mode and obviously started giving you threats as well. Bro, this guy could be a judge. He could be like a lawyer or something. My guy is straight up writing facts. Wait, think of it as some sort of counterattack because after all, you wanted to make her the clown of all this, which she tried avoiding. However, her lying about her age ended up being the perfect alibi for you to post this video. Dang! Since once again, you can refer to doing all this because she could have got you canceled. Although I still think okay, this is crazy. Who's making her seem like the only root of the problem and the crazy one for content. Like, come on, there are better ways to get the views, man. To avoid all this, maybe try manipulating people. Maybe try not manipulating people next time. Even if it's engaging content, you should at least warn them first. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, like, bro is not wrong for this. Like, I personally never really watched Professor, and I'm sure his videos are good, like really good. I mean, he hit 100,000 subs. Hitting 100,000 subs is not an easy thing, but I definitely do think though, to an extent, okay, well, they both were wrong. wrong. Like, I think they both were wrong. Like, this is a factual comment. I don't know about the whole like calling him names and stuff, but like, it's a factual comment. Not gonna lie, recording a chat video call is against DSA law though, without consent or without probable cause. Dang, bro, like, see, I see proof you kind of wrong on this. Like, dude, I'm telling them, like, you were both wrong. Like, bro, like, yo, all right, let's just keep watching. Let's keep watching. This is just crazy.
Recording a YouTube video and you just so happening to be in it as using you, then I can view you playing a game with me for your pleasure as using me. Like, you see how dumb that sounds? This is the equivalent to me getting mad at my teammates on COD because they're using me for a win. I started getting frustrated with how much this girl was pretending to be a victim, and so I told her to take some accountability and admit that it was wrong for her to lie about her age. And she would respond by saying, "You don't think I know that?" Right, so this is you acknowledging the fact that you were wrong for lying about your age. This is also you a few messages back trying to make me look bad for recording a minor. And this is also you messages before that saying that you would have gone along with the video if I told you I was recording beforehand. So even though you know you're wrong for lying about your age and that it's a bad look for me to be recording a minor, you still would have gone along with the video, and in other words, you still would have gone along with your lie in a video that is about me getting a girlfriend. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't tell you I was recording beforehand. But the message she would send after that was very interesting to me, because she would then say even 18-year-olds don't want to talk to 17-year-olds. And this was when everything started to click for me. I finally understood the real reason why she's mad. This girl goes onto Roblox voice chat and has probably ran into a lot of people that avoided her because they don't want to talk to a minor, which, I mean, fair. So she then gave herself the excuse to lie about her age, join a private Discord call with someone she knew was 20 years old, and even send pictures of herself that she's underage in, once again, to
I'm not gonna lie, that part is actually crazy. That part is actually crazy though. Yo, that's actually kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
And I just so happened to get everything on camera. She's not mad that I was quote unquote using her for content. She's mad that she got caught. Now, the word gaslighting was being thrown around a lot during this back and forth. So I took it upon myself to Google the word gaslighting, and I ended up finding this very helpful image that displays the different techniques of gaslighting. Blatant lying. Not only did you blatantly lie about your age, but you also tried calling me a liar when I literally lied to you about nothing. Utilized distractions and diversions. You recorded a minor. And yes, I did do this, but only because I was under the impression that you were 18 years old, which is something that you lied to me about. Weaponize your personal information or feelings. I have your photos. Shifting blame. You used me. Deny wrongdoing. You can see this here when I say the fact that you lied is insane. And she would respond by saying, you called a minor attractive. Think about that. Which, I mean, wow, what a disgusting way to respond to your wrongdoing. But on a real note though, I want to go back to this message in particular, where I was telling her that she made this way bigger of a deal than it needed to be. And she would respond by saying, no, you were looking for someone to make content out of. And I'm assuming right here she was trying to say, and that just so happened to be me. And this is actually sad to me, because the fact of the matter is, you were looking for someone to fall for your lie, and that just so happened to be me. You would go
they both are wrong, bro. They both are wrong, bro. They both are wrong. Like, she's not lying bro, she's not lying when he said you were just looking, like, when she said, like, that he was just looking for content, like, someone to make content out of. And he's not wrong for saying that. Like, bro, this is crazy. Oh my god. All right, I don't know. The title craziest girl, I don't know. I don't think she's crazy. I definitely don't think she's crazy. If anything, I think she's like, dude, lying about your age is definitely crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think she's a crazy. Like, I'm sure there's crazier people. Like, dang.
As far as joining a Discord call with me and then sending photos of yourself while making suggestive comments like, dang, I'm so hot, and man, I can't stop staring at myself. How can you sit here and say stuff like you called a minor attractive when you orchestrated the whole thing? And it's like, imagine if we were living in a different universe where I didn't have this platform to speak out about this, and this girl suddenly wanted to expose me. This message without context has the potential to ruin someone's career, ruin someone's life. And you showed no remorse about the fact that you were literally lying the whole time. I never once got an I'm sorry or hey, I messed up. It was just straight gaslighting from the beginning. And to anyone watching this video, male or female, please use this as an example on how to spot a gaslighter and how to deal with them. Because if I didn't know any better, I probably would have actually questioned myself, like, dang, am I really a PDF file when I know that I'm not? And that is literally the whole intention behind gaslighting, which is to make someone doubt their own reality. Moral of the story, don't lie about your age, be careful who you talk to on the internet, and learn how to spot a gaslighter. And the craziest part about all this is that when I sent her my photos, she told me that I don't look 20 years old and joked around about ID checking me. Like, bro, I should have ID checked you! So best believe after this, I'm not holding back, bro. I'm about to ID check literally every girl that I meet. But anyways, y'all, I was definitely contemplating on whether or not I should upload this video, but this was a lesson that I had to learn the hard way, and I wanted to put this out there for y'all so y'all can avoid getting into a similar situation like me. And I would really appreciate it if y'all can help me out a little bit by liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you
He was at 1K when he did this? What the freaky deekity? Yo, bro's been grinding.
haven't already. And if you guys want to see the prequel to this video where I tried getting a girlfriend on Roblox, go ahead and click the video on screen.
Yo, now I actually want to see that getting a girlfriend on Roblox video. Because what the heck? What do you mean? Hold on, bro. Wait. He's been grinding for a long time. Yo, my boy's been grinding though. Like, yo, that video aside, congrats to him though. Like, he's actually been grinding. Like, I mess with the grind. Like, bro's actually like, he's W, bro. W grind. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, bro's actually on the grind. Wait, does he post often? Like daily? No, he posts consistently though, bro. Yo, okay. Like guys, being honest, like video aside, like I know that was like a crazy video, but that aside, the fact that bro's still grinding even a year later, yo, W stuff, my guy. I don't know, man. Yo, hey, bro, y'all subscribe to him though. Like, I'll subscribe to him. I bet his videos are actually funny because you can't hit 100,000 subs without actually putting in that work. So congrats to him. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'm out, guys. Bye.